I went in July of 2009 to Cambodia for 3 weeks. And the first night that we were there, they took us kind of on a tour around the city that we were staying in. And they wanted us kind of to get the lay of the land. And there were no intentions of taking us anywhere that wasn't safe. But something happened where, for some reason, we were not able to go the route that we wanted to go. There was some kind of traffic, something or other that made us reroute. And it just so happened that we were rerouted down the red light district. So we're driving down the red light district, and we were told, don't leave, don't get out of the vehicle for any reason. So we're driving in the red light district, and something happened. I don't know what it was, but we were stopped. And I looked out the window, and there were hundreds of people walking around, and there were obviously prostitutes, girls that had been trafficked. They were flirting with men, and some were being picked up or chosen by men. And in the midst of all of that, there was one girl. And this one girl was tiny. She was so fragile looking. And she was standing on a street corner with her arms crossed in front of her chest, directly out my window. And I looked at her, and I didn't understand why no one else could see her. And people were moving in front of her and behind her and on all sides, and some even bumping into her, and no one saw her. And I wanted her to know that I could see her, and I didn't know how to do that, because, we're not supposed to leave the vehicle for any reason. So I put my hand to the glass, and I just sat there and looked at her. And for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason she looked up at me, and we had this eye contact that completely broke my heart. I have never in my life seen anyone more broken than she was. She was only 13 maybe, and she was so broken and so alone. And I sat in my seat and I was like, what the heck am I doing here? I need to get up and leave. I need to go save her. Because obviously I'm the only one that can see her. So I got up from my seat and go to move toward the aisle, and as soon as I do, the bus started moving forward, and we were on our way out of the red light district. And I sat down in my seat and I looked back, and she was watching us drive away. Potentially the only hope that she ever had. And I remember sitting in my seat, wondering what she must have thought. This group of Americans that could have saved her just left her there to die. It was in that moment that I knew that I had been created for something bigger than I ever anticipated. I had been made to be an advocate for girls that didn't have a voice, girls that couldn't be saved, girls where the bus passed them by. Barely is a song that is about that girl. Barely was written without a happy ending, without a pretty bow. And it is written to raise awareness about human trafficking. And it's written from the point of view of the girl that is still caught. It's meant to leave you hopeless. It's meant to make you want to do something.